spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start us off. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Clemson's offense takes the field for the first time today. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And, David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games, the team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep and block out all the noise.
And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Clemson is quick to the line.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Clemson set up with another first down. Looking for a man. It's Gideon. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity.
There he goes! They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now, get ready for another one.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. He's got it on the run. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going for 6. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. Now, guys, when you're talking about Clemson, top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. That becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's...
Into the end zone he goes! Touchdown, Tigers!
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Yellow Jackets offense will have its first possession of the game. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse. Do they let him?
Turning it on. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Quick completion to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Got a man in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They'll snap snap it from the 30 on first down. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, Dave?
You try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really...
And he's all bottled up, and now it's lost the ball. Oh, the big fella. Look at the big fella rumble. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it.
That's how you do it. Cause the fumble, scoop it up, try to put it in the end zone. How about the big fella getting down the field? He didn't score, but flipped the field completely and now set this offense up.
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Trying to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to win the field position with the return. Clemson will come to the line with a first and goal. They're working that left side. Give him 6. Touchdown, Tigers. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Kentucky delivered a statement victory that's going to be celebrated in Bluegrass country for some time. And if this team's not careful, they could have themselves a football program there in Lexington. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Second down, he'll throw it. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Clemson jumps to the line. Looking to throw, it's Gideon. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Quickly complete. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. They'll run it from the gun. Got the first down and still on his feet. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Clemson. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing, trying to set up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. The screen, and watch out.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, never complain.
And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense trying to take it back. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Wants to throw on first down.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. A strike downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Oh, he's got some space. Gets away from one, finds room. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. He's up to 90 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Got his man on the right. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to pass. It's Gideon. The sure hands, it's Washington. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. They'll go to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Snagged out of the air. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. And here comes the offense on second down. He wants to change this route. Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab on the left. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Tigers racing to the line in a hurry-up. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Clemson! And they add 6 more to more with that trip to the house.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead.
Georgia Tech, 7.
And he's going to bring it out. And the returner will be brought down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Yellow Jackets will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. To the air. It's Gideon. Gets it out fast. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
He's got his man. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Line getting set on second down. They'll run it from the gun. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. There he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Power football with the run. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got...
Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
He leaves it with the back. Turning it on. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. The Yellow Jackets have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Frazier.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. And the Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Nice move there. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back has it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Oh, it's a reverse. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Absolutely center cut. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Back to pass, it's Gideon. With the catch, it's Hayes. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, running back on the move. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, out of space.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football off and just watch him work. Watch him do the rest, the speed, making big plays, breaking tackles. Man, is it nice to have an offense with a playmaker like that.
Clemson is quick to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic. And this guy is having himself a day.
Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return.
Offense will take over.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Frazier. He gave it a big effort, but he stopped at the 22. Not quite enough to move the sticks. It'll be 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to pass, it's Gideon. Got it in the middle, it's Adams. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. To the air on 2nd down. It's on target and complete. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be the end of quarter number 3. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys.
Breaks into the open. Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Clemson. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better this time around. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Complete to the right. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Fights off a defender. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today?
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quick pass on the fly motion. Not down after a short game, but enough to move those chains.
When you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's just a really easy play.
Touchdown, Clemson! Fired in from the red zone for the score. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Orlando. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And it's his 4th interception of the game.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter. Get your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on tape.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. What can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
To the ground with the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Timeout call here by the defense. It's the first one they've used. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. And the Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. To the air, it's Gideon. Under fire. It's complete on the right side. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Adams.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Clemson jumps to the line. To the air on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Adams. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got rid of it just in time. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver comes in motion. touch pass on the right. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Pocket breaking down. It's complete to the right. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Nothing like stomping the guy in the teeth when you got him down. They'll try to tack on 3 more. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. And they get the icing on the cake, and that might make for some long memories after this one. You know what's great about rivalry games?